Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the only male cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. The views and opinions expressed in this show, you guessed it, they're all mine. Let's go to work. All right. Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the only male cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Okay, y'all, real quick, I'm really not going to hold you long. Just doing this quick update on Gunna. All right. And as the description box states, 3 times evidently is not a charm when it comes to getting a bond. So Gunna had a bond hearing on the 7th, July 7th. The judge denied it at that time. Gunna's attorney said, well, Your Honor, we want to go ahead and do some type of action where they have to immediately reconsider it or something of that nature. And it appears that that's special to Georgia. At least that's the first time I've ever seen it. But anyway, the judge denied that too. And what's so crazy is that same reconsideration request had to go right back to the same judge who, at the initial bond hearing in June, said, hey, listen, if you have anything new that comes up, let me know. And, I'll consider it at that time. So then Gunna's attorney puts the motion in for reconsideration of bond. It's the same judge hearing it. He denied it at that time, Johnny on the spot. They put in that extra form of reconsideration, immediate emergency or whatever, reconsider this. The judge denied it again, the same judge. So it's not even going to anybody new with a different perspective. So I don't know. This is crazy. But they want to keep YSL in jail. Period, point blank. But before we get into all those details, I want to talk about the young lady who tried to take that gas into the Fulton County jail. Okay. Her name is Shakira, something like that. Kiara Lachelle Ford. She made that attempt. So I was able to get a little bit more of some detail. So I'm going to run a couple of these clips for y'all real quick. First clip is the report specifically as per the news channel. Saying exactly what happened. So let's check that out.
A document indicates Captain Lucinda Strozier reported she was assigned to the front security checkpoint at the Fulton County Jail Saturday and, quote, smelled a strong odor of marijuana as medical assistant M.A. Tracara Ford entered the Fulton County Jail. I then asked M.A. Ford if she had marijuana on her person, which she stated no. At that time, medical assistant Ford advised me that she had been smoking in her car with the windows down before coming to work, unquote. The document indicates Captain Strozier reported that she asked Ford to place her bag on a machine so that the captain could search it. Ford placed the bag on the machine, walked out the door. Captain Strozier followed her and, quote, gave Medical Assistant Ford commands to stop and return inside. Medical Assistant Ford continued walking at a faster speed and began to run to her vehicle, black Nissan Altima. I continued to give commands for Medical Assistant Ford to stop as she proceeded out of the Fulton County Jail parking lot while in the vehicle.
Okay, so she started running. She started running. And what I want to know is why didn't Captain Strozier chase her? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Strozier's black, white, or what. But it would seem to me like she would have got on that, on that little walkie-talkie action, and would have been like, "Oh, y'all, come on, help me out. We got to apprehend this lady." Um, but anyway, the girl started running and she got away. And then, so they went on Facebook a little bit after that happened. Now this, all this occurred in May, y'all. But they went on Facebook and they told her. Let me see if I can pull this one up here. I think this is it right here. They told her, they said, "Girl, go on and turn yourself in. They know who you are. They know where you're at." They kind of, but they on Facebook, at that time they were, because now she has completely cleared out. I mean, she has scrubbed her social media to the, anything recent. I didn't find anything that was close to around the time this happened. So in this news report, though, they go into a little bit more detail. All right. So we're going to check that out. Peep gang.
Channel 2 Action News investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln reports she's also trying to locate Ms. Ford.
She gonna tell me, when you go back to jail, don't call my phone.
We found these images of Ford on her Instagram page. Several posts shows her showcasing marijuana. A warrant for Ford led me to this extended stay in Clayton County as her last known address. Here, employees confirmed with me she's been staying here for at least 2 months with her boyfriend. Workers say just last week, the two got into a fight and Clayton County police were called. Fulton County records also indicate authorities turned up a recorded call on May 4th, allegedly between Ford and 1 or 2 inmates, in which she says, quote, "Brought saran wrap and coffee. I know what I'm doing."
And you sure about that, girl? Because whatever you thought you was doing, it did not work. Let me look at these comments real quick. Shout out to April Showers. Thank you so much for pulling up, April. Sure do appreciate you. Shout out to Baby Shade #1 mod in the house. Let me see who we got here. Deborah Smith, day ones. Finally caught alive. Girl, thanks for pulling up. Thanks for taking your time to pull up. Let's see who we got in here. Baby Shade, of course. Lysandra Gillett, girl, we all we got. And I appreciate y'all for pulling up. And I got another #1 mod sister, Island Browning. Appreciate y'all. I really do love y'all. And so anyway, so the girl was heard on the prison phone calls talking about, "I got saran wrap and coffee. I know what I'm doing." You did not know what you're doing. Now, when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute. Did she pay for this merchandise up front? That's what I wanted to know first thing. Secondly, now that stuff has been confiscated, are they looking for you now? You know what I mean? She was caught in. They found her, and apparently, or evidently, or allegedly, she has been or is being extradited. So she's no longer, on the run. She's no longer at large. But in that last little clip that I showed you, it said that, she was staying at that in-town suites and the police got called. So y'all already know. I've been trying to find out what happened at the in-town suites. And of course, they won't tell me nothing, but I'm still on it. So hopefully I'll find out and be able to bring that as well. So anyway, this girl, Kikera, and I apologize for mispronouncing her name. She's not a nurse. She's actually a medical assistant. And, this was on her Facebook too. So I think it was in January or somewhere. She became a nationally registered, certified CMA. So, and in different states, that's a nice little piece of change, especially in COVID. So it's just sad that you're 24 years old and, she could have went 2 different ways. And the way she chose is like, because the people on Facebook were saying, yeah, she's 5 years for this count, 5 years for that count. I mean, it's just heavy duty. So I don't know. I'm staying on top of that too. So y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe, Replay Gang, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. All right, so that's really pretty much the update on our DoorDash gas deliverer, Kiera, Takiria, or whatever. I can't pronounce the name. My bad, y'all. Anyway, it's a sad situation, and it's too bad. Because she could have done some things. And she also had a previous arrest, and then this is her mug shot. She was arrested, I think it was in 21. She was on like a $5,000 bond or something like that. And I don't know. It's tough out here. It's hard out here, especially for us. Shout out to the beautiful Tiff West. Hi, Tiff West. Thanks for pulling up. Let me see who else pulled. All right. So, now let's get into Gunna. I feel so sorry for Gunna, y'all. I really do. Because like I said, third time is clearly not a charm for him. And just to make it clear, the judge said, here we go. The judge said, nope, we're not going to do it. He did that today. He submitted that today. We're not going to give you bond, Gunna. And I think that what they're trying to do, is see if they can pressure Gunna, see can he handle it. But of course, in his bond hearing on July 7th, the prosecutor said that Gunna is affiliated, allegedly, with the Shady Park Crips, and that there's a couple bodies attached to that they're looking at. It's a possible RICO. The prosecutor said he doesn't know because it's outside of his jurisdiction, for lack of a better term. And so I don't know if they're trying to keep Gunna in there for that purpose or not, just to keep him on lockdown until they decide what they're going to do in Gwinnett County. The other thing is that because they're not trying to give these guys any bond, should Young Thug even try? Because I also said before, Young Thug had a court hearing that was supposed to be coming up this week, but his attorney had a prior engagement, and so they had to cancel that. But while all that's going on, and this is what I was getting to, this right here, Fannie Mae and them, okay, have the audacity, because they still haven't turned over any of the discovery evidence to any of the attorneys of the defendants on this indictment. But Fannie Mae and them have the audacity to demand that the defendants turn over and provide their discovery. Who are you going to call as a witness? What is that witness going to say? What alibis are you guys getting ready to try to use? So they want all that now, but they still haven't given up anything to the defendants, and they're keeping them held without bond. So that's baloney. And the one last thing, and I think I have it here. Yeah. So this is the prosecutor. He's going on vacation. I mean, they're just making it hard as heck. He's going on vacation in September and October and November and December. And I ain't mad at you. You work. You know, of course, everybody should get a vacation. But the way they got this thing running, when are these guys really going to get a court date? You know what I'm saying? When are they going to be able to have a bond hearing again? And shout out y'all in the comments. I appreciate you guys so much for pulling up. Tatiana Harris, what's up, girl? Thanks for pulling up. Nisha Mitchell, thank you for pulling up. Sir Miguel in the house, thank you, sir, for pulling up. And Sir Miguel, while you happen to be here, let me just say this. For anybody that follows the R. Kelly case, if y'all want me to cover that R. Kelly case and go downtown to Chicago while the trial's going on, y'all let me know. Because if y'all like, nah, Mel, you good. Don't worry about it. Keep on doing Gunna and them. Let me know that. But if y'all want me to cover it, let me know that too. All right? So I can move accordingly. How about that? All right. So I'm going to get into this quick motion real quick that was submitted today. Denied today. The judge said, nope, we're not going to do it. One of the reasons why this which helps this judge's argument and his reason for denial, is because all of the case law that Gunna's attorney cited for reasons that Gunna should be released, the judge looked at it and said, None of these cases have anything to do with bond. So your argument is boo. You writing all these pages in this motion, citing all this case law, and none of it applies to bond. And the judge says, he says Kitchens asserts that because he objected to the state providing evidence by proffer instead of them actually pulling in real evidence and witnesses and stuff, he goes, because he said that, he says this court finds that the above described rule does not apply to bond hearings. This court also finds that none of these cases cited contain such a requirement in a bond hearing. Therefore, this court finds that despite Gunna's attorney's objections to the state's proffer, the state was not required to present evidence other than their opinion for the purposes to hold Gunna still without bond. This court finds that the state was permitted to present evidence by proffer at the bond hearing and motion to reconsider bond. As this court explained at the hearing, this court will not require the state to present evidence other than what's coming out of their mouth. So it just doesn't matter. And he says, additionally, Gunna argued that the state must present evidence at the bond hearing directly linking the threats and danger to witness as described by the prosecution. However, again, the cases that Gunna cites in support of his proposition, they don't apply to bond hearings. So what is wrong with Gunna's attorney? Damn, does he need a bone gene up in this piece? That's what I want to know. All right, Baby Shay, you said, yeah, cover the Kale's case. Okay. That will be good, Mel, if you go. Okay, cool. Stay on him. Okay. Thank you for the uplift, girl. Because I was like, well, wait a minute. Let me see. Check the comments real quick. Tatiana, girl, you know you a sweetheart. I'll watch it. Girl, you all right with me. Sir Miguel said, yes, covered. Okay, Sir Miguel, you going to help me co-anchor a couple of them. Deborah said, yes, Mel, I would enjoy your covering the R. Kelly case. It would be interesting. Okay. One Pap, shout out to you, girl. Listen, I need to let you know. I watched one of your videos the other day. I was rolling. And I'm going to tell you, it was the video that you talked about the hot grease. I'm sorry, but I was crying on that video. You crazy. You are crazy and entertaining. Whew. And I heard my name in there too, but I still was laughing all the way through, girl. Let's see. Yeah, y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe, okay, if you haven't already. Let's see. Alan says, Mel, you've reported so much information that I've learned from you. I think you should do it as well. Okay. Well, I'm going to do it since y'all said so. That'll work for me. That's all I wanted to know. I appreciate y'all for letting me know. All right. So it's unfortunate. And the thing is, it's unfair, or so it seems, that by law, they can keep these guys in jail and they don't really have to make a case. All this, and bear in mind, in this bond hearing that happened in June, when all of them got their bond hearing, this same prosecutor that's going on vacation cited all of these lyrics. They cited lyrics to a song that Nicki Minaj is in. I'm going to need y'all to put Nicki in on this RICO, since you want to use lyrics. They cited, I don't know if they cited this song with Roddy Ricch, but Roddy Ricch, in his song The Box, he in there talking about slat. Okay, so can we get Roddy in on this indictment too then? I mean, they're really not making it make sense. I said in the last video, and I may still have that slide up here, where Young Thug's attorney said, damn, we done wrote y'all 4 letters. 4 letters asking you, give us what you have. Give us what you have. And they still hadn't given it to them. So it's a little unfair. And my point in all of this is, if they can change the abortion laws, and that law has been on the records for 50 years, it's some more laws that need to be changed. And there's nothing stopping them. So I don't know how y'all feel about it. Shannon Lewis, shout out to you. I don't know. What are y'all thoughts on that? I really just wanted to give y'all this update. 3 times is just not a charm for Gunna. And if I was Young Thug, I would be like, damn, attorney, just don't even bill me. Just forget it. I'm just going to wait till January when the actual hearing is, because this judge is not, he's just not willing to move. And maybe, again, maybe what they're really trying to do is just, keep the heat on them and see who's going to drop a dime. But there are already some who are willing to drop a dime anyway, according to the prosecutor. He said people in the camp have already said they're scared of Young Thug, this, that, and 2/3. So the people are willing to do it. So we're going to find out. And I'm just going to stay on it. So quiet as it's kept, that's really all I have, other than an update regarding R. Kelly. We know that Bongine, I think it was last week, put that, sent the appeal in. So we know that's going to take a minute or two. I'm sure she's going to focus more on the trial coming up in Illinois. So that's going to take some time. And let me be honest too. So now, for on almost everything that I've been able to get off of about R. Kelly, I've gotten it straight off of Pacer. Now, all I have to do is walk by my computer and Pacer is trying to charge me. You hear? Pacer is not playing. If you go in there and just type the letter P, Pacer gonna charge you a dime. So I said, let me go in here and take a look at my Pacer account real quick. When I seen that invoice, y'all, I said, what? That invoice was so high, I called Pacer. I said, I need you to explain this to me. They broke it down and it made sense. So I overpaid that Pacer because I will not be without, okay? But what I'm not going to do is go in there and click on Pacer every damn day like I was, because that's what ran the bill up. And let me tell you this, to get these details on Gunna and them, okay, they won't even bill you. They like, pay us now, right now. So it's going to have to be some heavy hitting stuff popping on Kells, like a whole solid motion. And then I'm going to get it. You heard? Because that R. Kelly case is still important. And I'm very interested in the parallels in the way, once again, they're using all of this RICO on the black men, the black artists. There's a problem with that. And how are you a white prosecutor? You don't know nothing about no slat. What you know about that? Nothing. So don't sit up here and tell me you watching a video of Gunna and them, Young Thug and them, Young Thug and Nicki and Young Thug and Future, and you gonna tell me you watching this video and you even understand what's going on. You don't. What you are clearly showing is that you're misunderstanding, and you're using all that to wrap these guys up in a RICO. Y'all not gonna tell me that Young Thug and Gunna wouldn't have been at that Wireless Fest 2022 if they weren't in jail. I can guarantee you they would have been there. So, anyway, let me see. One pap said, I think the prices went up on the Kelly case. Girl, I don't know if they went up on the Kelly case or not. I just know that the woman in Pacer said, okay, well, if you log in, that's 10 cents. And then if you hit enter, that's another dime. And then I said, bye. I said, I holla. Let me see. Jason Finch said, had to get ready for Rashonda Landfair and Sparkle. I think Rashonda Landfair and Sparkle are going to be testifying against R. Kelly. I don't know. Again, Jason, that's the word on the curb. That is the word on the curb. At least that's the word in these YouTube streets. I have not seen a document yet that says that. But you might be right. You might be right. So, really, that's it. That really is the podcast, y'all. I just wanted to come in here, keep y'all hip to the square. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't believe where's this girl at? I can't believe this young lady, y'all. She had a chance. She had a whole chance. She had a whole chance, y'all. And with that amount of drugs, I mean, she was trying to bring in rolled tobacco, cigarettes, that good gas. Okay? She's trying to bring all that in there. She ain't getting out of this one. She's just not getting out of this one. And it's sad. It's sad. Let me see. Not 10 cents to hit Garrett. Jeff West, I promise you, because I told the lady on Pacer, I said, wait a minute, say that all over again. She started to say the same thing. I said, bye, lady. I holla. Or wait, how does Sean David Wade say it? Girl, bye. That's what And I went on ahead. No, not charged to watch it, Island, charged to pull those documents. Because I don't want to go through, for me, I don't want to be on no hearsay. Well, I heard, and then they said. I want the whole truth. That way, can't nobody say I'm trying to, be all up in here and making stuff up and all this and that and 2/3. So, so for me, that's what suits me the best, right? So anyway, but it's all good in the neighborhood because my thing is, let the news break. We coming with the motions, okay? Because that's where really all the facts are. So anyway, y'all, that's it. That really is the podcast. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, Replay Gang, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. And until next time, y'all, we will see ya when we see ya. Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the only male cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, Replay Gang, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. The views and opinions expressed in this show, you guessed it, they're all mine. Let's go to work.